Farewell from international cricket, Andrea Russell, one of T20 legend, a man that have revolutionized the T20 format of the game, a man that has left a legacy on West Indies cricket, a one that would consider being one of the pioneer of power hitting in T20 cricket. Wonderful people, Andrea Russell has wrapped up his career in West Indies colours. Such a pity that he has to go out without should I say fairy tale, or should I say um extraordinary end, with a win. But it is what it is, guys. He was speaking after the second T20, guys, and he was like, they never really finished, with a win. But it's time, he feel it in himself that it's time for me to call it quits, and he have given his all, guys, and a time coming as someone body that that you don't have it anymore. You're not that powerful anymore. You're not hitting the sweet spot anymore. So your time to go and pursue other things. And Russell, said that he's happy to end his 15, 16-year career and at Sabina Park. We're gonna feel you in on it, guys. But it's such a pity that Russell couldn't finish with a win. But my people, if it's the first time on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. And don't forget, leave your honest thoughts down below. Fairytale End for Dre Russell as West Indies lose second T20I versus Australia. Wonderful people. There was no fairy tale ending for Andrea Russell, but there was love, and plenty of it, as the West Indies all-rounder brought the curtain down on a glittering international career at Sabina Park on Tuesday night. Despite a dominant 8-wicket loss to Australia in the second T20 international, the emotion of the occasions belong entirely to the man in maroon. One final time, I just want to say thanks again. I'm very grateful to end my career here, said Russell. Played in front of my home crowd, family and friends. The result didn't go my way, but at the end of the day, I am happy and grateful. The crowd has been amazing in the last 2 games. Really appreciate it. We tried our best. I feel like it's time for me to just hang it up and wish the boys all the best moving forward. I'm very grateful for this amazing international career finishing at Sabina Park. Keep supporting. It was a bittersweet farewell, having lost the first T20 on Sunday by 3 wickets. The West Indies were thoroughly outplayed in the second encounter as Australia chased down 173 with 28 balls to spare. Josh English 78 of 33 balls in a record-breaking 131-run partnership with Cameron Green, who struck 56 not out of 32. The West Indies, for their part, dropped 6 catches on the night, one of them by Russell himself. Right, still the 36-year-old left his mark, coming in with his team fluttering at 98 for 5. Russell reminded everyone of his destructive best, smashing 36 of just 15 deliveries, including 2 fours and 4 towering sixes. The Sabina Park crowd erupted with every blow, a fitting encore for one of the greatest T20 players the Caribbean has ever produced. As the match ended and players shook hands, the moment truly belonged to Russell. Surrounded by fans and teammates, he posed for selfies, signed autograph, and soaked in the final moment in West Indies colours. The Australian players lined up to play, or should I say to pay their respect to a player who has earned admiration across global leagues and nations. And I must say, Russell, peace go with your boy. He has done a lot for the game overall, in T20 should I say modernizing T20 game, the West Indies. You can't really mention T20 cricket without calling Andre Russell name. You understand? We're talking about power hitting all rounder, bowling, good feeling, You have to mention Andre Russell and the Caribbean. But all good things must come to an end, guys. Nothing in life is permanent, you understand? You have to just at one point in life you just have to say, all right, it is the end, and there is nothing you can do to prevent it. If we could live forever or play forever, we'll surely do it. But there come a point in a man's life when some things just can't do anymore. And I must say that time has come in Andrew Russell, where he's saying that, I've given my all. I've done a lot, I've won 2 World Cup for us, and it's time, it's just not the same feeling as before. Or the body is not the same. Nothing feel the same, we have grown up, and it's time for a new blood to take the field and carry on the legacy of West Indies cricket. I've done my part, and I've left a legacy, and it will always be remembered. But it's time for me to take my seat and watch the younger guys take over from me. And you guys have known on the media, guys, I've seen a lot of the former teammates of him, all around the world, giving him his props, and telling him, yo, you know what, it's been wonderful having you represent West Indies. You have really, some people even classify him as their hero. Some said that is their motivation, their mentor, their everything. That Andre Russell was the one that motivated them to play cricket, in terms of hitting power hitters, and power hitting ball out of the park, and change the game dynamic. Because at one point people can always testify that the changing of T20 cricket, or the power hitting, uh, it originated from the West Indies. People would not, enough of people will say, or other countries would say that it's not the Caribbean, but people who have been watching the cricket for years, and for years, you guys knew and know that West Indies is the pioneer for T20 cricket. When you talk about power hitting, they might not be dominant as how they did before, and different players coming, guys, and how the system operate, guys. So not a lot of things in place to really produce these sort of players anymore. But if you guys have been honest with yourself, you can't talk about T20 cricket without mentioning Chris Gale, Pollard, Russell, Narine, Bravo. You understand, people? These 5 guys from the Caribbean, and there are even more, because you have the Puran, you have the Hetmaya, you have players you have to mention whenever you talk about T20 cricket, because these people are the one that really brought T20 cricket to a different level in terms of their poetry, their flavor, their their energy that they bring to the team. They're everything, guys. And people, I must say, Russell, congratulations on having a wonderful retirement. You have done your best. A lot of fans would not agree, but he has done his best. He never really neglect West Indies like a lot of people. At times, he has his ups and downs. Where he didn't want to really play for West Indies, and because of certain coach and certain situation. But at the end of the day, he closed out with a good showing. So we must say, congratulations. God go with you. You have done your best, and just time to look onto different challenges. You're going up in age, and it's time to venture off in different careers. And I'm sure he's venture off in different careers are enjoying his wealth, because these guys are wealthy. Guys, it's not like they don't have anything. They're wealthy. They don't have to play cricket for the rest of their life, or don't have to work for the rest of their life if they're sensible. But I think they have done a lot, with their financially things. But people, just leave your honest thoughts down below. All right, bless up.